And as you guys know, on Galden Wednesday, we have high tea conversations. And today I have an amazing friend of mine here. She's called Agnes Waruguru. She's an artist. And a lot of you might ask her to sing. Mutamuliza kama anafanya reggae ama dancehall. No! You know the other kind of art? There's many types of art. But drawing, painting, weaving, even sculpting she can do, but it's not her forte. She doesn't love it too much. But she'll tell us, all about it. Aggie, I want you to talk so the people can hear you. How you doing?
Hey, what up?
Hi. Guys, you need to tune in and see how cute Aggie is looking. And she has some of her pieces behind her as well, so you can peep some of the art. But how are you? You're calling us in from Amsterdam. What time is it in Amsterdam right now?
It's 2 p.m. right now, so we're just like post lunch.
Oh, it's itis. Utalala after this meeting.
That's the plan.
You're in the land of Amsterdam. You've been there for how long now? Is it half a year yet?
Yeah, almost actually. The time is flying like crazy, but I got here in September, like end of September. And so far so good. Amsterdam is a really cool city, and finally the sun is starting to come out again, so feeling like myself.
By the way, do you usually take vitamin D like when the sun is low?
Hey, you have to, because otherwise you don't see any sun actually at all. So you have to be popping that vitamin D.
As an African born and raised here in the 254, that sounds like torture. I'm so proud of you that you're surviving. I don't know how you're doing it.
I'm really surprised that up to now they've not figured out how to get vitamin D from the sun, like come on
like
Scandinavian countries
I feel like Norway and Switzerland probably have some secret way of doing it. They're just not telling us.
White people are crazy, man. So they might just have like a tablet to ukimeza umepata vitamin D, like you're good to go.
All of it.
For the whole of winter and spring.
You actually have to take those supplements. Even me, I remember you feel such a difference. Like when you buy the multivitamins and you pop it every day, you start feeling a difference. You're like, I'm not pissed. For me, the main thing was anger. Like I was just pissed all the time. It's cold. I'm like, why is it always so cold? And then the longer you're outside, you're like, it can't get colder than this. No, it actually can. It's like the weather's trying to prove it to you every day. That it can be worse. But Aggie, you're an artist. You are professionally trained. Tell us a little bit about your education journey with art, and when did you decide you wanted to be an artist? Because I think you knew from a young age, but I don't know. It must have been hard to make that decision.
Yeah, it's I was thinking about this morning, and it's crazy because I think I knew I wanted to be an artist from primary school. Like I remember being like in Kianda, like drawing after school. Like, when you're waiting for your parents to pick you, like in the parking lot, we would just be there drawing pictures from storybooks. So I think that's when my journey began, because from that time I just knew, this is something that's, I don't know, just really giving me energy. Like I want to do it every day. And for me, my parents are always like, if you want to be good at something, you just have to learn about it. So I always thought I have to go to school to learn about this thing. But I actually started just by doing it on my own, just every day practicing, just here and there. Then I did IB, and that's the first time I got to take art. Well, high school too, but IB, and then I went to the States to study painting and art history. And then ever since then, I've just been doing residencies and working in and out of Nairobi, like applying for internships at galleries, just trying to learn from everyone around me, basically.
Amazing. So for you guys who are all listening in, Vibes Nation, Aggie has shown and sold art here in Nairobi. In Lamu, you did a residency. I don't know whether you sold any pieces. You did, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So Nairobi, Lamu, you've also showcased in California, in South Africa. Which other countries am I forgetting?
I think that's about the gist of it.
Which is a lot. I mean, like, you're my age, and I'm like, what? I'm not showcased in countries all over the world. And there are many people here at Vibes Nation who, are good at drawing. And I don't know, also there's that thing for when you meet an artist, you're like, so neza nichora mimi? So nichore sahi. Like, draw me now. You can see the way I'm looking. If you're an artist, draw me, And actually, if you do draw me very successfully and you do it quickly, then you ask me for a lot of money, I'll be like, I see you, umechora haraka haraka 5 minutes na kulipa pesa.
Yeah.
So, what was it like leaving school and now deciding to do it professionally? How did you used to be like, okay, this one it's a A4. I used green paint, black paint, and my other expensive oil paint. So am I gonna charge them 10K, 100K? Like, how do you figure out that professional process of, yes, you're an artist, but now you have to sell?
Yeah, it's normally a bit tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of us use the same words. Hey, no, you remember even when Stephanie was here, she was like, it was a bit tricky.
I think that's just the reality at the end of the day. But I think, like, I remember I said, I don't know anything about this, how to be an artist and also have a business. So I thought, let me do an internship. So I interned with a gallery so that I can see how do they do business.
Right.
And then from there, I started figuring out, okay, how much can I charge for this? And I used to calculate how many hours have I spent making this drawing or painting, how much are my materials costing?
Yes.
And then you look at how are other people selling their work also, like other people who have the same amount of years maybe that you've been working. Then how you can like balance
gauge
your
from there.
price. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I like it.
But you can't like enter with cockiness thinking, I made one drawing, I'm gonna make 100K. Like,
it's not gonna happen.
Trust the process. So Agnes, does art really pay in Kenya? Because Suame mentioned some couple of countries that you have done residency, you've showcased your work. So mse yuko hapa mwenye nasikia Vibes Radio, mse Vibes Nation, na nataka ku pursue what you're doing, right now currently in Netherlands. You don't even know your next, destination because of art. So do you think it pays in Kenya, or you have to step outside, the 254, to reap, your success?
You read my mind.
I think you can make it anywhere, to be honest. And these days, like, there's so much going on in Kenya. Like, guys are really starting to appreciate art. And there are like there's many like programs, there are more like exhibition spaces, but also there's a way that you can make a space for yourself. When you see that there's a gap, you can take the initiative. These days, people are selling NFTs. It doesn't matter where you are. You can sell. Yeah, you can sell to anyone in the world these days. Yeah. Especially after COVID, I feel that guys are doing online exhibition more. So it doesn't matter where you are, as long as you work hard and you put yourself out there. Anything is possible.
So what basically inspires you? Like ukika chini, I can see a piece hapo iko na color yellow, then hiyo kitu hapo nyuma yako there's some green, kuna kitu inaka kama nyoka, kitu kama ni nyoka ama ni nini.
It does look like a snake. Exactly.
So for somebody who doesn't understand art, but me kama hiyo imenibamba because it's color yellow, like how do you make people love art? Ama you just sell to say and understand, like anajua, okay, I want this piece,
I speak
Agnes,
this language,
exactly.
I know Agnes Waruguru already.
Yeah, if I go to this gallery, I'm gonna get this piece. But for mse kama mimi, for lack of a better word, layman like me, naona tu hizo colors zimenibamba, but I want to put this, cool-ish in my house.
Yeah.
I mean, like how do you balance that?
Yeah, like for me, I think art is for everyone. So anyone can enjoy art because art is everywhere around us. Like those sculptures you see on the road and roundabouts. Like you go into town, the mosaics that you see on walls, graffiti, like
even church windows, all the graffiti on the walls. It's true.
Exactly. Actually, art is everywhere around us, so it's for everyone. And for me, where I get my inspiration is actually just from living my life. Just everything every day, just like now this piece you guys are talking about, it's about a garden. Like I'm just trying to think, how can a garden exist in many different ways? So it's also like this idea of just like I can make anything and I can push the possibilities of my reality. So it's just that, like, for me, it's really about, I want to have fun and I want to make something that's joyful for myself.
Yeah.
So that's what I try to do anyway.
Nice. Now, I have known you for very many years, guys. Me and Aggie we go way, way, way back. And I've been to as many of your shows as I've been able to attend. And you're inspired a lot by nature, but you're also inspired a lot by women. You use items or like things that women use as instruments of work, whether they're working in the house or they're working in the farm, whatever work women are doing. And I've always found that your pieces they have like a joy within them. Like it's not a negative outlook on women's work. It's a positive one. And our lives are not always so positive. So I've always wanted to like ask you that and understand, how do you decide to take the inspiration from women, and how have you always made sure that your art, isn't like angry? And it's allowed to be, by the way, maybe coming soon. I don't know. I haven't seen some of your newest pieces, so I don't know.
That's a very dumb question. I'm very inspired by women. I love women. I think women run the world.
Yes.
I just think like for me, why I got interested in that, like even when I was in uni, there were only 2 chicks in my class.
What?
My program was guys. I only had 1 female professor. So I saw there's a way that we're underrepresented in this world. And I really have to show up and honor my identity, my history. So that's why also I like to use materials from home, no matter where I am. Like now I'm making some pieces with calabashes, and like I weave with like basket material so that I have a connection to the place I'm coming from, and I can really uplift my community. And that's why it can be very complicated because, like you said, it's not always rainbows and sunshine.
No, it's not.
There's actually like so many layers of being a woman, and like when you think about, I don't know, gender-based violence and lack of just having a platform, like these things can actually still be highlighted in work. It's just the way that, how do I not alienate my audience? Because I don't want to come off like people cannot approach my work. So that was kind of important for me. Just to feel that I have like a connection with whoever is looking at the work, and they feel that they can be a part of it, and maybe be more open, just to hold space for someone who maybe looks like me or comes from where I come from. So that's my personal approach. That's why I like to really highlight these kind of women's practices. Like my mom is the one who taught me how to do embroidery. She's the one who taught me how to do crochet. And so when I do that kind of stuff in my work that I can sell, it's really a way to just say like, thank you, Mom, for the time we spent together. The things you taught me. That's where it's coming from for me.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask, what do you need to start, manze? Nimekaa chini kama sijaheno nikafilniaje, naweza chora, naweza cheza na mapainting, naweza jaribu kuchora sura komo na hapa nini njoro hapa kidogo. So what do I need? Na need a pencil, na need a connection. Kama hapa Kenya vile need connection for everything. Like what do you need for somebody who's tuned in right now, is being inspired by your story, Miss Agnes, sorry. What advice can you give them? Like, what do they need to start off,
That's a good one as well. Like, I remember being very broke in uni. And I couldn't afford to buy expensive paper and expensive colors. So I just started making work with my old bed sheets, actually. And like materials that I used. That's what I used.
I didn't even know that. What?
I wanted to throw away. I started using my old bed sheets, those ones that are torn and clothes.
The one you're like, I don't love this one very much.
The ones you don't want to use anymore. And I just started making pieces out of it. So with art, all you need is your brain, your creativity, and energy. Just keep doing it, and just and be yourself. If you try to use other people's ideas, I think someone can tell like right away. So I would say just be authentic. And just be creative. Like there's nothing that can limit you. It's really a place anything is possible,
Yeah. Agnes Waruguru, an amazing artist. By the way, I own one of her pieces, you guys. It's in the digs, in the house. Actually, you see it right immediately you walk into my house. You'll see it over there. I should be saying our house, eh? It's not my house. Our house.
Correct.
It's also our art piece.
Yes.
It's not mine. But you were the first person that I bought art from, and you actually get like a certificate, says the artist that did it, the year that it was made, and everything. So also the piece that I bought from Agi has value. By the way, you guys, I'm just waiting this chick mocha some more. Them pieces. We're gonna be riding high.
Yeah, for real.
But I wanted us to talk about that money bit. I know you had asked her just before the break.
I mean, how much your most expensive piece? You know, stop smiling. How happy is Wally? Agi, how happy kabisa? Tuko na wewe hapa mbaya sana.
First of all, I'm even going to turn this camera.
Hapana. Akiniangalia na kwa shy, hata sema the correct amount. But there you go. Yes. So una making how much?
I was just trying to be just a bit humble. But I was saying you have to be a bit humble.
Yeah.
But no, I think the most I've sold for maybe is about $2,000 for one piece.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. But that's a big work, and like you work on it for a while.
Yeah.
And not every day. That's not the one I sell every day.
Fair enough. That's true.
So for such
and
a
size
piece,
matters in
do you
art.
get like a request for somebody ama mtu anakam tu kwa display
like
yako?
a commission.
Like ama anakuja tu anaona kwa gallery yako, for example, if you're presenting your works, like manze Agi, I love this one. Alafu anakuambia okay, tuongee bei hapa nyuma ya tent. Or somebody comes, calls you, anakuambia niaje, I want this. You know, when I was sleeping, I was inspired by my wife and my dogs. I felt like I want this kind of journey. And you know, ongeza mugumo tree hapo katikati, ufanye hivi.
Why didn't you use yourself? Say you were inspired by some two cats that you live with.
Cheza chini. So how do you arrive to search, you know, cause $2,000, you know, you're so pesa mtoto.
It's not small money, but I'm telling you, when you resell it 10 years from now.
Sikia njoro.
So you've actually made me think, because I hadn't even thought about your Kalia commission, and I was telling you that price. That one was like from the gallery. But yeah, like you can definitely make a good amount of money doing commission work, because you can be approached maybe by like someone who's doing a project to like maybe do offices, and then you do all the work for the whole office. Yeah, or like a hospital, then you make like 10 paintings for them. It's one nice big job, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a very good way to make money.
All right. Meskia.
It's about marketing yourself correct.
Any famous piece that you may say umeuzia probably a celebrity, or umepatia mtu special, probably your mom or your dad's or your boyfriend, or you know, zijaheno na sura common hivi, maybe ametupangia, you know, maybe akona something special
it's behind the screen.
So have you ever sold any famous person, or you know, celebrity? It can be Kenyan, international, you know, whoever.
Yeah, there. I'm sold to Miss Surya Common. That's fine.
That's true.
Hata Njoro, apart from Njoro ndio ni sura common.
Does Karun have a piece actually?
Yeah, I think she must have pieces from when we were just growing up.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone, but sometimes I don't even know actually who bought the work. The gallery sells it.
Also, I was just going to say what Agi has said in that answer is, you know, celebs are the ones who don't have money. She sells to business people, you know, people who want to invest in art. But I think also a problem we have is we don't identify with each other's art. So a Kenyan will know, let me go buy a Banksy, or let me go buy this South African artist, or let me go buy. We don't consume a lot of our own Kenyan stuff because our musicians are suffering from the same thing. Kenyans are listening to Tanzanian music, they're listening to Nigerian music, they're listening to music from the States and from the UK. But for you to get your own Kenyans to consume a lot of what you do is still quite hard in music. And I think the same happens in art as well, which is, it's interesting.
So before we finish up, I'd like to ask you, of course, about, you know, the challenges that you face, you know. But before that, have you ever reached a point where una create piece, alafu ko like, nimechoka,
I'm done even with this.
Alafu kirudi, you are like, I can't continue with where I left it. Like, uko like, rabi yote ni rarue, because I can see some, you know, kwa Instagram page yako, I can see your cat hapo lying on, you know, some of, I don't know if it's your cat, but naona tu. I'm stalking you. So na cheki hapo. So for example, umeenda kulala, umekama umepata pusi, you know, imekanyaga, you're like,
you ruined my art piece. Sometimes you have
to start again. Probably it's ordered, somebody wanted. Like how do you maneuver that, as you know, tell us some of your challenges, you know, that you've been facing in the business?
Oh my God, that happens to me so often. Like, I remember once I made this piece that I loved. I thought like this, and it was supposed to go for an exhibition in South Africa. And then I came and I found the dogs have walked all over it. Now it was completely brown, and it's one of those things like you can't like wash and add
oh my word, yeah.
And it was but sometimes those things you can either embrace it or you just say goodbye and you move on. But I really get that thing of feeling blocked. Like sometimes I enter the studio and I can't even work for like a whole week or something. But I just instead maybe take the time to go look at some exhibitions, talk to other artists, read stuff. So there's always something else to do if you don't feel like there's nothing coming out. But you also sometimes have to rest to get inspired.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. And challenges umeface kwa biashara?
Challenges. I don't know. For those of you who can see me, I look like a baby. Sometimes guys don't take me seriously.
Yeah, that's actually such a thing. Just from somebody's face.
Ati when umeshora hii? Hapana.
Unasema unataka dollars gapi?
Later the real artist. Ati wewe ni nani? Later mwenye amechora.
Exactly. So guys are just thinking, okay, I'm some 18-year-old, like, so I have to always like now start telling them this is where I've come from, this is how long I've worked. Then guys now start to take you a bit seriously and give you opportunities. And then we talked a bit about like being a woman in the workplace.
Yeah.
You really have to put yourself out there and like make your presence known, because I think like most industries are very male dominated, so you have to just form your alliances and hold your space, you know, for yourself.
Yeah.
You had dreadlocks, manze. Let me get personal. Kumeendaje tena ukanyoa safu kama balloon?
No, hakukuwa nazo. Nilikuwa namwambia you like either short hair or rasta.
No, but I'm stalking her right now.
Oh, like the ones on the Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm dead. Heno has receipts. He has receipts.
Should I tell you the day? No. That is 252 weeks ago. Yeah.
I'm dead.
Still overwhelmed with much love and support, surrounded by. I think you're exhibiting something. Alafu naona hapo umedunga, alafu kuna nika dready to baby locks. Kuna chengine umepose the two white ladies here, you know. Yeah. So
Bantu knots. They were just Bantu.
Oh, so dready.
It was the beginning and the end. So just Bantu knots.
Would you put dreadlocks?
Well, the thing is, I'm very impatient, so I don't think I can survive.
That's why she cuts her hair, actually. She'll like go. She'll be like, guys, I'm thinking I'll do this to my hair. Then she chokas 1 week. She's like, nenda kuikata.
Okay,
I'm
interesting.
So, Aggie, we have people who are doing their KCSE exams. They're finishing, actually, right? The KCPE results are actually coming out
sometime this week.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday. Those children are shaking in their boots. But for somebody who's like about to finish high school, I know you worked really hard to be able to go to the universities that you went for, but I know you also got scholarships, and even here in Kenya, you've talked about internships and programs that you did. So can you like give some direction to somebody who wants to do it of where do they start? Like if you're located in Mombasa or you're located in Nairobi, where are some good institutes or galleries you can visit, put your name out there and just begin to figure out your career?
Yeah, I think the first place you need to start is building a portfolio. So like just have like 5 to 10 pieces that you really think show who you are, what you're about, and just put them together neatly. And then write a statement about yourself. What do you care about? Why are you making art in the first place? What are your ambitions?
Right.
So you have like an elevator pitch, I guess, of sorts.
Yeah.
So that when you're going out there to ask someone for an opportunity, you know, you're already ready.
Yeah.
If you see someone who's doing something interested in doing, talk to them, ask them questions, ask them, can I come and hang out with you? Like, artists are people who love to just share their knowledge, and also we love to hang out. So you can learn and hang out, make friends, and also advance yourself at the same time. So just look out for people who can be mentors for you, and try many different things. Like I remember I did an internship with a fashion designer. I did an internship with a gallery. I did an internship with photographers, and now I make painting and drawing. So don't put yourself in a box. Like, just try all the things, and you never know what will spark an interest in you.
Yeah, that's good advice. So what is up next for Agnes Waruguru? What should people look forward to, and where can they find you on the socials? And I know you have a couple of meetings that are stressing you out this week. Can you just walk us through what exactly is that? Who's coming to meet you, and why are you so stressed, man?
I have 2 exhibitions coming up in May.
Nice.
Both here in Amsterdam. So it's quite busy at the moment. Because I guess by April, everything should be finished, and now we think about installation. But I'll have all the information up on my Instagram, which is Waruguru. What else did you ask me?
And how many pieces are you going to be showcasing at these 2 exhibitions?
I think between the 2 exhibitions, it's I'm making like 4 large works. 2 fabric works, 2 paper works, and then I'm making some sculptures, like about 30 of them. So it's quite
damn, that is a lot.
We are pushing on. But that's why it's good to be in residency and just working every day.
That's true. So you've mentioned residency a couple of times. Can you describe what exactly is an art residency? So people don't understand what it is.
A residency program is basically a time when you apply for it. So like the one I'm in, it's in Amsterdam, and it's at the Rijks Academy. And you do an application. They usually have everything that you need on the website, and there's a few sites where you can find out different opportunities all over the world, and you just apply and you say, this is a project that I want to work on, maybe for 6 months or 1 year or 3 months, however much time you have.
Right.
And you just tell them, like, this is my plan. Are you willing to support me?
So you have to know.
You just have a conversation.
So you have to know, like, the kind of pieces you're gonna do, what you're gonna contribute basically to the academy or wherever you're going.
Basically. Usually they have like some room for adjustment, but you have to show them, like, this is why you should invest in me, and this is what I'm interested in working on, because it's basically a time to really focus on a concentrated thought or idea. And just push yourself and not have to worry about other things. Because, like, sometimes if I'm in Nairobi, like, I will be sometimes teaching, and then your everyday life stresses, like just keeping up with everyday life. But
it gets in the way of doing work.
Amsterdam, exactly. But now when I'm in Amsterdam, everything is sorted out for me, so I can just like focus on making my work and getting deeper into my ideas.
So residencies sort you out in the sense of you're paid for the time you'll be in that country, and do they also sort out your accommodation and things like that?
Yeah, it depends on the one, but usually they'll give you somewhere to stay because you're in a foreign place, somewhere you don't know. So they'll at least give you somewhere to stay, and then maybe you will have to figure out, how do I pay for my art supplies? But sometimes you just can apply for a grant, or they pay you, and then you just can work. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, it is election period here in the 254, and I'm ready to let you go in a bit. But before I do, Amsterdam is a place that has legalized marijuana. Here in Kenya, it is illegal. For everybody listening in, don't go quote me for saying the wrong thing. Okay? In Kenya, it's illegal. But I want to know from your perspective, do you notice that, like, because it's legal and people have access to it, do you think behavior is strange from people? Do you feel like it's normal? You feel the same as when you're in Nairobi? I don't know. I just feel like a couple of politicians are tuned in and they're trying to hear some.
Yeah. I do know, like, guys in Amsterdam are chilling. Guys are relaxed.
They're happy.
People are enjoying the sunshine, riding their bikes. You know, life is going on. Maybe that's all I can say.
Very smart.
Very smart. Guys, Agi had some media training clearly before she came here. But it's been such a pleasure, man, having you on. Agnes is an incredible soul, but she also makes amazing pieces. And if you do go check out her Instagram, Waru_Guru, you will even see when she's showcasing here in the 254, so you can go see some of her pieces. If you talk to me nicely, you can come see her piece that is in my house, so I can take a picture and send to you. And it's also an investment. People need to know art is an investment. If you're in school and you're thinking about doing art, you can do it and actually make money for yourself. And the people who are buying your pieces can also make money for themselves in the future. So it's definitely something to look at. But thanks, man. Thanks so much for coming through and making the time. Do you have salams, by the way? On reggae stations, of course, lazima utume salamu. Nataka kusalimia nani? Salams.
Shout out to all the homies. Shout out to my mom if she's listening.
Oh yes, Auntie Lucy.
But you know, we can't let her live much. Like mpaka tuombe ngoma ya reggae moja jameni. Like
You found your reggae song?
I know, I want to request. It's a pity.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Plus it's Galdemones. That's perfect.
It's a perfect for the day. I'm so happy. That's a perfect jam.
I love that song. Oh, thanks so much, guys. I've had so much fun talking to you.
Vibes, adrenaline, more vibes every day, all day.